place. Let's take a look at the medal stand. And I believe we're looking at, as I flip my sheet over here, 125, I think, isn't it?
Should be on 125.
At 125, Washburn, again, the winner from Hoxie. Let's take a look at 6th place. Yes, Jason Post from Hill City finished in 5th. Rowley from Hoisington finished 6th. Moses Torres from Leota finished 3rd. And Samuelson from Oakley finished 4th.
Right.
And then in the championship match, the champion again, Steve Washburn of Hoxie, finished the season with a 23-4 mark, defeating Ricky Soliday 7-5. So that's at 125. Underway, here we go at 135 as we try to keep things in order. 135, Andy Kinney of Phillipsburg in the blue and yellow singlet. And Kinney, according to Coach Mike Brown, has just been coming on very solidly lately. 26-8, going against Ronnie Shipley from Hoxie. Familiar name? Boy, what a wrestler. 30-9. He's a senior for the Indians. Last year, qualifier at 130 and a regional champ. Another injury to Shipley, and they're taking a look at the eye area.
I think that was probably a contact lens, and of course contact lenses count as injury time, Lance. They let them wear them, but if they lose them, they have to take injury time to look for them. Shipley last night in the semifinals wrestled Bryce Glick of Plainville, who was undefeated coming into the tournament and ranked number 1 in the weight. And he got the initial takedown, and it looked like he was going to be totally in control as Shipley was injured on the way to the mat. But Shipley came back after the injury timeout and just totally controlled everything, and then on to win it 7-2.
Boy, Kinney being very aggressive in this opening period, going against the wrestler from Hoxie, Shipley. And he got 2 points as they went out of bounds, and that all because of the aggressiveness by Andy Kinney. So we've got 1:19 left in this first period, 2-0. Kinney out in front. Right on the circle, so Kinney gets a couple points. He's working from on top. He beat Shipley at the Panther Classic 10-1 as he took first there, and Shipley took second. We do not have the results from the Northwest Kansas League tournament, which was earlier in the season, but I would imagine Shipley's name probably showed up somewhere in the top 4. Out of bounds they go. 56 seconds left in this first period at 1:35.
We know that Kinney qualified here last year at 125 pounds and lost to Luye, who just got second at 130 in the first round last year. So he's been here before. Now Shipley's tied up the score with a reversal. Nice move by Shipley to come back and get in control. Now he's trying to flatten out Kinney. Good shots by our crew. You're right in there with the action, and now Kinney's trying to drive it around. Probably going to be successful in doing it. Got his reversal, and he's got Shipley in trouble now, and unless Shipley can get his head up, which he did.
Talk about wrestlers having a chance to see each other quite often. One of Kinney's losses at the Mid-Continent League was to Glick of Plainville, 4-1.
Yeah, and of course he was just one of many that Glick beat this year, because he came in, like I said, 27-0, won 2 more before he lost last night.
And if I remember right, as we wind down this second period, I do believe that Glick also beat, yes he did, Kinney from Phillipsburg at the regional 3-2. So Glick with 2 wins over Kinney. He got ousted by Shipley on the other side of the bracket, and that's the end of the period, 4-2. We're getting ready for second period action. 2 minutes in the second period. The wrestler from Phillipsburg out in front. The score, 4-2. I think Phillipsburg has a legitimate shot to get a couple more points. As we said, we'll see Oakley right now in second with 95, Plainville in third with 91. No other wrestlers in this action in the finals. Phillipsburg 73, Leota 72.
I haven't figured out why they're not keeping the team scores up and updating them for us as they go. Shipley just got a reversal there. He's going for a near fall. I know they've had some problem with their computer during the tournament, But it seemed to be working earlier today, so I'm kind of puzzled as to why we're not keeping an updated team score up.
Well, we'll try to get it to you when we get it. Again, the old Murphy's Law, what goes wrong or can go wrong will go wrong sometime, and that seems to be the case for Soliday right now. Boy, he's being flattened out by Shipley.
We did have a pin in the final. See, I've been surprised again. I certainly didn't think it would be here. Excellent job by Ronnie Shipley.
Nice move. Again, the second period. We're going to mark it a minute 12. A technical, or I should say a fall for Ronnie Shipley. The senior ends his career with a
Look at that grin on Kirk Baker's face over there.
Boy, and Kinney, the senior, just really looking pretty chagrined. But boy, Hoxie just keeps adding points onto that total. Nice season by Kinney. He charged into the finals. He's going to finish up at 26-9, and Shipley improves his mark to 31-9. So a terrific career for both of these guys.
Got a slow-mo coming up on that. There's Shipley. He's putting the pressure down on the inside, trying to get it back. Kinney comes over the other way, and finally Shipley's got him right there where he can't do anything, and it's over.
Nice move to get into position to do that. Soliday was out in front 4-2, but Shipley staying right in there. So congratulations to Ronnie Shipley as the Indians keep adding on to their total as he ends his high school career with the win, 31-9. Coming up next in 140 pounds, Jason Frakes from Douglas. He'll take on, he's a senior, he'll take on Eric Coster, a senior from Hoxie. Let's take a look at the 130-pound medal ceremonies. In sixth place is Derek Stanley of Oberlin. Alonzo Bocanegra from Leota is fifth. In fourth place from Belleville, Chris Smee for Belleville High School gets a medal. I think he was the only wrestler from Belleville to qualify, or?
Yes, he was the only wrestler from Belleville here, and they made good use of him.
Picked up a fourth place medal. Clay Alstrom from Hoxie finishes third. Well, I think the whole town from Hoxie is here. Wow!
If they're not, they sure didn't leave very many there.
They have a sign up top that says 1 little Indian, 2 little Indian, 3 little 10 Indians they brought.
They brought 10 to the state tournament.
Oh, terrific, and they're going to walk home with a trophy. Also, following Olstrom in third, again, the championship match, Mike Dawes, a sophomore from Andale, got by Zach Luya. Luya almost did it again. Zach Luya from Ellis. Fine season for him. He finished second, 17-3. Mike Dawes picks up the win, the sophomore, so he gets the gold. We're moving up to 140 pounds now. There's that Hoxie crowd.